Hand of Fate.
Ah, one more for the game. Come, sit. You have passed the 13 gates. And
Like
you come to my table
gates?
to play the game of life and death. Your stake is wagered. I refuse none who come here. Yet, I say, turn back.
That's a spooky opening.
Back so soon? I knew you would not falter.
Oh, I just hit start. Okay. He came up and started climbing up on me, so... Oh.
Begins. One lives and one dies. Let us see what you are made of. Here is the first member
Jack
of my
of
court.
Dust. The bandit
Jack
leader.
of Dust.
Oh.
12 in all must fall before you may challenge me.
Cool. Bandit leader is stronger and faster than most bandits. He can become enraged, making powerful, unblockable attacks. He also inspires his followers to steal gold on each hit. Wonder if that's actually random or scripted. Man, I need to get this guy to play Dominion with me. He's really good at shuffling
Let
fast.
the cards fall where they may.
Choose your next
We
card.
begin.
So I can do the one that I already unlocked? Oh no. I see. Eventually I'll be able to
That
select.
first moment, that glinting weapon, the call to action, to adventure. Truly, there is nothing like it.
Cool. See a weapon glinting in the sunlight lying next to a skeleton at the bottom of a canyon. Oh, I see the weapon there, yeah. Oh, okay. I see where this game is going. Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna retrieve the weapon. Ha 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 ha.
Choose from these options.
Alright. Da-na-na-na. Okay, this game is cool. Make your way to the bottom of the canyon. You retrieve the weapon. Draw one equipment card. Ooh. Cool. Sweet. Yes, absolutely. All day. It's better than my rusty axe.
A moment to savor. That will make you much more effective.
Okay, so right now I only get one decision per round.
Fair Merith. I'm not surprised to
Maiden.
find that this encounter remains.
One day in a shady forest, you encounter an elf maiden. She stops to greet you. I am Marith. If people have long helped the mortals learn, what would you ask of me? Longer life. One max health gain card. Sweet.
A little extra health,
Rock and roll.
but it is only a momentary respite.
Yeah, this is really cool. Well, it seems like it's, for the most part, I guess we'll see something if it like absolutely requires it to be digital. Right. There's a lot of like digital only
I was
effects
never a
like you
fan
might
of
see
the
in the
movie
later
versions.
Hearthstone expansions.
Here, I'll make an exception.
Mr. Lion. Whilst enjoying your evening meal at the local tavern, a strange old man takes the seat next to yours. He taps your shoulder quite painfully with his wooden staff to get your attention, and you notice that he appears to be a goblin, poorly disguised as a human with a little mustache. I must ask you a question. His wizened face grins at you with a hint of madness. My name is Mr. Lionel. If you give me what I need, boy, I will conjure up your heart's desire with this wizarding wand of my own creation. Ask him what he needs. I need to help you. Oh, cool. So I wonder how much of this is random. Like, it can't just be pre-scripted for every card, right? Alright, got a shield. Rock on. Q. Shield of this trait allows the hero to reflect projectiles back at the attacker. They must be performed with precise timing as projectile draws near. Press the Q key to reflect projectiles. For the green indicator. Oh, and you can also counter with it. Cool. Same deal.
You can now reflect your opponent's ranged attacks using your shield. Make good use of this skill if you wish to survive.
Alright.
Down
Stairs.
once more, seeking the heart of it all.
We're gonna turn back.
Your journey is well begun. This is what I was looking for.
Squire.
You show some aptitude for the game.
Dead Man's Gorge.
Perhaps this will not be as boring as I thought.
Crossing the ancient rope bridges of Dead Man's Gorge, you hear sounds of movement from below. It's an ambush. Draw a monster card. 2 of Dust. It's a cool choice of suit. Need about tree fit. Ah, okay. Yeah, so this is the video game part.
You can now counter your opponent's
Move
attacks.
WASD.
Hit the counter button when you see the flashing indicator.
Space to dodge roll, left click to attack, right click to stun. Nice. That controls pretty well too. I like the combat. This game's pretty sweet. Good selections for sub-block today, guys. I dig it. 3 gain cards. Ooh. Draw 1 equipment.
I'm sure you are grateful for that.
Any healing the player receives is doubled. Hell yeah. Gain 1 food. Okay, and food is a card count. 25 gold, which also cards. A winding trail.
An ambush. Hardly fair, is it?
1 monster card. Or 2 of dust. Oh, I accidentally went into battle. I guess I could have done something else. That's okay, we'll see what happens. I'm guessing the winding trail changes the map that we're on when we get into the fight. Oh, and I could skip this too if I wanted. Oh, you can see him equip the gear from the cards. Oh, that's delightful. This would be a fun game to play in VR, I think. You know, that's always been the thought. Super satisfying combat too. Like, it's like pseudo turn-based. It's not quite real time. I like it. Yeah, I skipped the choice backs and I just clicked regain cards. Draw an equipment. Okay, another shield. They already
I cannot
have.
expect you to get by without some protection.
No, because it's exactly the same.
Really? Is that what you're going to do?
It is what I'm going to do, dude. Calm it down. Traveling Tinker. Never disrespect a tinker on the road. Shady Grove off the beaten trail, you find a traveling merchant looking to trade with wandering adventurers. Yeah, the flow of combat in this actually kind of reminds me of Batman Arkham Asylum. It's clearly not that robust, but like it's kind of it's almost rhythmic in a way. It's cool. Approach the shop. I have much to offer you.
If you were wondering why you've been collecting all that gold, you now have your answer.
Hooray!
We're
I was
starting
wondering
to
that.
get into the meat of the game now. The back and forth between resources and rewards.
Damocles. Press 2 to throw knives in 8 cardinal direction. That's pretty cool. So this replaces my regular weapon, I'm guessing? Oh wait, no, this must be an addition to it. Reveal stairs. Counter upon entering a level and grants a gold bonus, revealing every encounter on a level. I like my healing helmet. I might grab this one.
A classical approach to dealing with crowds. Artifacts provide powerful special abilities to use in combat, but it takes time to ready them.
So let's sell some shit. Got this extra shield that we can sell. Okay, it doesn't sell for a ton. I like the idea of that explorer's helmet, though. I don't really need any food at the moment. Oh, people will compare the combat to Batman? That's cool. Yeah, it even has the little, like, the similar you need to counter thing that floats above their head. I haven't yet been able to glean, like, how punishing it is for spamming. I don't know if it's like Dark Souls level of spam punishment. I feel like gold seems... This might pay for itself eventually if I keep
Small
it.
aid to navigation, but still.
Yeah, let's equip it for now.
Interesting choice.
Oh, how could I tell that it was the one that I had equipped? I didn't see that. Sure, I can change my equipment elsewhere, right? Ben is destroying something in my closet. Hold on, guys. What are you doing? What the shit do you think this is? Benedict Timothy Kittleton Cumbercat III. You go in the closet and you start tearing apart the boxes? That's a bad Ben. And get the kitty you done fucked up now spray. No. Jimmy Christmas. Unfortunately, you won't actually get to see him. He was... I need to, like, hire an intern that holds the camera and points it at them. Oh, you're back? You're gonna try to get back in the cabinet and dig at the boxes some more. I'm watching you, Ben. Okay, I see it in the bottom. Thank you.
Always review your cards here.
You sure I had it? It says it's still equipped. I thought that I intentionally didn't sell the one that was equipped. Little bronze clip on the edge. Okay, good looking out.
A good man driven to madness by a war that took all from
Jack
him.
of Dust.
Wife and child, kith and kin. From such dark and brittle iron, I forge my tools.
Empty couch cam, yeah,
Now
that's where it's going to be a good chunk of the
metal.
time. I'll give you a heads up if I see the cat on there. You're also welcome
This
to
token will unlock
proc it
more
every now and
cards if
then.
you can defeat this encounter.
I think they were sitting on there for a good 10 minutes before I noticed them in my peripheral. I want to steal gold when I attack. Fortunately, I just spent all my money, so you can't steal too much from me here. 4 of dust. Cool. I love the style of this game. Presentation's really cool.
Some enemy attacks cannot be blocked or countered. Get out of the way or stop them with your own counter.
Yeah, roll, okay. Yeah, this is basically like, let's just make a game that's got this cool like card game thing on the front and also has combat similar to Arkham Asylum. Feels really good. That's the one we want to use against the red. I think that's the thing we can't normally counter, right? When it's red. Okay, that doesn't... It has a pretty long charge up time, though. Ouch. No, I think we just have to keep hitting him when he does that if we want to keep him from attacking. That was a cool fight. Yeah, I like that game, Saucer.
Down into the worms with him. Perhaps there is peace for him in the grave.
He's a ninja just so they don't have to animate his mouth.
One
Exactly.
champion has been sent to the cabinet. Yet we are only at the
Oh
start
right,
of our
dodge
road.
roll with spacebar.
You will face 11 more opponents.
Yeah, I
who will
forgot
test
about
your
that
strength, your
ability.
memories, and
We'll do it
your
next time.
resolve. If you fall at the first hurdle, none reach the last. We have wagered, and you have won.
River, Captain
You
the
may
Guards,
claim your
Jack of
rewards, yet
Skulls,
I will also
Dead
claim
King's Hall,
mine.
Local Peasant,
As you improve,
Devil's
so
Choice.
do I.
Look what all that shit does.
Must be retained.
It's very Hearthstone. Like you even have like the deck explodes. I wonder if that's intentional. Alright, look at all this sweet shit we just got. Like the little icon on the bottom indicates its rarity, I'm guessing. Can you use a controller in this game? I would definitely prefer to. I assume that it was a mouse and keyboard only. Because if that works, shit. I don't know if it's going to recognize if I turn it on right now.
Shall we deal again?
Oh, totally can. Sweet.
Ah, good. Now you understand.
controller
the basics.
time.
We can begin in earnest. Your hero is
endless
returned to his
mode.
beginning items. Our decks are reset. Welcome to the cabinet, home of the members of my court.
Story mode. Oh, there's a console version of this. Yeah, I see that now. Right on. Jack of Skulls.
Time for
sounds
you
good.
to face my undead army.
Oh, I get to build my deck based on the stuff I've collected so far? I want to look at what my options are first. Desperate Win, it tells you the new stuff too. Inspect. Its contents are unknown. Find this card during play and its secrets will be revealed. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Okay, alright, well, I guess I'll do a recommended deck then. We might, if we make it to another chance to build a deck, I might look at it again. Let's try it.
New content awaits you.
Is there microtransactions in this? Can you spend money to get more packs, basically?
I will add my own cards to the deck. How boring life would be without a little space.
Who had the idea of, like, let's do these little Hearthstone decks, but the combat's gonna be like Arkham Asylum? That's cool.
You play for life and death. Prepare yourself.
I see. You want to find them in order to know what they do? Sure. No microtransactions, wow.
If you're simply leaving this card in as a quick way to get your hands on a shield.
That's funny. Cool, and then we get a shield. Cool. I see. Can't buy cards or that. I could see them like letting you buy cards just to make some extra profit from like the whale type players. Everybody else will earn them normally, but people are weird, man. They like to spend money when they don't need to.
Running water protects against many things in myth.
Jump
Generally,
across the river.
though, it's just a pain to get past.
Huge success and failure. Alright. Come on, huge success. A regular success. And right now I think there are 3 people that have bid for game slot. So if no one else bids, all 3 people will get one. Cold and wet, but unharmed. Alright. Twisted Canyon.
It lives in every game. That initial moment where things begin. I have worked on
Weapon, but I have to take into account that there's a chance that I won't get it.
The canyon has been there from the outset.
Oh, I see. And that's like another pack essentially. If I had succeeded greatly. If I just draw an equipment cards, I don't necessarily get a sword. I get the desperate measures. I see. So I'm trying to figure out what you guys meant by finds. That means you actually have to draw the card to see what it does. Okay, so now on I'll just try to stack everything with the new cards and find out what it does. Holy. Inflicts more damage the lower the health of the wielder is. That makes sense from the name Desperate Measures. Yeah, let's equip it. Big damage boost. Yeah, there's nothing I can do about it with my bot Propagable. If you have a question about who's like number 2 and number 3, just send me a Discord message or leave Twitch open and you can scroll up through the chat log to see.
Given how rarely one encounters the folk, you are fortunate indeed to meet Merith again. Or perhaps we are merely cycling around the wheel and dipping into the same memories time and time again.
I don't really need the health increase. But I'll take it again, why not? I guess sometimes you get more than 5 max health when you draw that. Stairs.
Head downwards, if you dare. Many have reached this far. Further, in fact. I do not know if you have what it takes to do better than they did.
Oh, you could go back and do it again? Huh. Fair enough. Captain of the Guards.
I always thought it was best to avoid the problems of others. I see you have no such concerns.
Surrounded by undead. 2 of Skulls. Broken bones litter
More
the area around the
skeletons
man.
for you to deal with.
Alright, now we can find some undead with the desperate measures we just got. I'm good, buddy.
It's a lump of iron on a stick. Not terribly subtle.
Alright. Here we go. Actually, I should probably figure out what the commands are for a controller. I'm sure I'll figure it out, but... Can I see controls? It's on the back of the screen there. Attack is X, A is dodge roll, B is stun, Y is counter. Okay. Alright, I can do that. Yeah, it's... the whole attack, stun, and counter, that's right out of Arkham. Cool. I hope there are more games that crib on that playstyle. Keep the mace. Hearing reports of undead Arcane recently, I came to investigate. Sell these. Card's token is now yours.
The token is yours. Well done.
Thanks, dude. Ah, so that's those are the little, like, packs that I'm gonna open at the end of the adventure. I see. Traveling Mage. Probably sells some new sweet shit. Yeah, let's do it. Don't have very much money this time, but maybe I can sell some extra stuff. Buy. Damocles. There's antlers. Lizard men take double damage on the player's attacks. Press right bumper to attack faster with each successful strike. The longer your combo, the more explosive the reaction. That's kind of cool. When you draw supplies, draw 2 and pick 1. That's pretty cool too. I guess I could just sell the mace. I see the little icon for you have it equipped, but I don't have a mace yet, so I don't know if there's a reason to want to equip, like collect everything in the game, like one of each card. I'm sure I find another one of those in the future. It's also not worth enough money for me to be able to buy anything, so. Yeah, I guess the levels are short enough that you don't really feel like you're carrying too much over, but then I guess it's where you get to put it in your deck.
He lies as often as he tells the truth.
Devil's Choice.
There's a token in it for you if you win.
Test your might. Let's do 3 dust. Sounds good. I guess there might be levels that are particularly long, but I feel like resetting the game would be too easy if you had way too much cool shit. Maybe that's what Endless is for. Try to go on for as long as you can, and you get to keep all your stuff. Yeah, this control's way better with a controller. Good call. Thank you for mentioning that was even a possibility. Right. Longer and harder as you progress, I see. 3 gain cards, and I get the token. Hooray! Draw 3, select 1 to keep. I like to get the new. We want to take those in general. Every 30 encounter does not consume food.
Not the sprint.
Oh. I see. So it's better over a long period of time. I think it's just strictly better than my current shield, so I may as well equip it. Maybe it looks cooler too. Gold. Alright. Bandit attack.
Our bandits are displeased with your challenges.
Oh, Jiminy G's. Oh, 3 of dust. Cool. Yeah, this game is pretty sweet. I'm disappointed that I'd never heard of this game before. It's right up my alley. Was this a Kickstarted game or something? Or just like a little indie developer? Da-da-da-da. Yeah, it's really cool so far, especially if you like Batman, like the Arkham games. It's got that really nice rhythmic combat. It's so hard to do brawling well in a way that's interesting and not just like mash the attack button until you win. And I feel like Arkham should have changed like the way of doing things for all games, and I still feel like they make too many brawler games that don't feel like that, so.
Good.
Kickstarted. Cool.
Now all you need to do is find and kill the Jack of Skulls, and we can progress.
Well, not every game has to be brutal to be cool. Card game that comes to life. Interesting. Did they include the Arkham combat as part of the selling points of the Kickstarter? It'd be funny. I could see it either way. Like it'd be cool if that was a surprise too. You know. Heal wounds. Interesting. You should get some healing out of combat no matter what. Once per combat, press right bumper to activate an aura that makes every successful strike drop gold. Okay, that makes sense. That was the artifact from killing the Jack guy. I don't really have any reason to buy it. Restriction on movement. Kind of like my movement at the moment. Yeah, I'm good. So I guess now that I've seen this item, do I know what it does forever? I don't know if they actually included the mercenary contract in the deck when I had it do unrecommended. Visceral action RPG combat. Cool. So that was a surprise that it was basically directly lifted with the same little like head counter notes stun on the attack.
What did you think would happen with a card called Ambush, eh?
The rest behind you is all the warning you get. Your life is in grave danger. Draw a monster card. Dose of dust. Spanish word for dust. You should probably know that. Ah, I see what you're saying, Sanguine. This is set up, it's hard to describe. It's like there's a little bit of a pause whenever another unit attacks you to give you a chance to enter a command. It's definitely not, like, it's not as punishing as Dark Souls if you do choose to play it in a spammy style.
I did not realize
Lets you get away
such
with it.
a fearsome adversary.
Achievement unlocked, Master Combatant. Nice. But, only pretending to be dead. I don't have to kill them. That's fine. Because maybe you've benefit to killing them. It doesn't seem like there's any, like,
Greed. If it were not for greed,
morality system in this.
then who would play at this game? Win this and claim my token.
See an ancient ornate coffin in the main burial chamber. It may hold spectacular wealth, but it will surely be guarded. Draw 2 monster cards. Oh dang, oh geez. Ooh, that's a bummer. Womp womp. It is eventually a little bit more punishing for button mashing. I can't even guess about that anymore, man. After Dark Souls, which punishes you for button mashing in the very first enemies that you meet, you know? Man, killing some of the enemies feels really satisfying too. I like it. Indeed it is. Yep, I was able to flatten the parts of it that got crumpled in the move. And I get a token. Awesome. Equipment, whatever, I already have one.
A strong left arm is as important as a strong right arm, after
Get some
all.
food. Food hasn't been an issue yet, but I'm sure it will be in later levels. Thanks for the token, buddy. Good looking out. A winding trail.
Well then, How will you deal with this?
I will fight it. Oh, yeah. Give them all your gold. No. Don't think there's any kind of morality thing. Maybe it's just always fight. Just there for funsies. Like you're low on health or something. God, this combat is fun. How long is this game? Like, I'm assuming that this is beatable, like a story mode is, right? Sir. Three more game cards. Equipment.
I'm sure you're grateful for that.
Try it.
Armor protects
I might end
you
up
from
being
damage.
light armor all the
The best
time.
armor, of course, does so much more.
I'm lame in that respect.
One of my cards. A small benefit. I will not be so graceful for long.
Jack of Skulls.
The undead. Of all the players in the game, these are the most dangerous in the world. Yet in no
Revive
natural
recently
form.
defeated skeletons in its
A
vicinity.
wrongness, an
So
error.
focus down the big guy. Got it.
A challenge for you, and a token
10
if
hours.
you succeed.
Double tokens, actually. Four skulls. Nice. That's fun.
Shots from rifles cannot be deflected. You would do better to avoid them. Are you agile enough?
Ooh, not. Apparently not. Okay, I gotta learn the timing on that a little bit better. The red ones. That could have gone better, but no. Later missions get pretty tricky. Jack of Skulls.
Ah, well done. Well done indeed.
Thanks,
But
dude.
you have roused the dead in their dusty tombs, and even I cannot say what will come of it. Now our wager becomes more
Check out our
interesting.
loot. The Murder at Sea
Will
DLC's
the tools
arrived.
you've earned suffice to address the
Oh, I
challenges
see.
I
Cool.
pose?
Because I get that
That
automatically
is
at
the
that point.
question, is it not?
For the White Minotaur. Song of the White Minotaur. The White Council is expanded. Are these all like DLC missions or side missions? The first one was DLC. One of the 3 decks is also a difficulty setting in disguise. Cool. Goblin's Hall. I guess they wait to show you these little bonus dungeons until after you've done a couple of the main missions. Mace and Mace. Thanks a bunch, Captain of the Guard. Devil's Wager. Ah, so I can choose to run into that again in the future. Treasure chest was nice. Crucible, Queen of Dust, and Helpful Priest, and Desert Storm. Helm of Reflection, Consuming Shame, Angel's Wing, Frostfang. Sweet.
Shall we deal again?
Yeah, let's
Another
deal
round,
again.
and our game truly begins.
Does this game have like saving per card, or is it only save per mission? I think we got another 40 minutes, which is enough time to probably do 2 more or so of these. But I just want to have an idea of when saving is allowed. Can I choose ahead of time? No, we'll keep going in order for now. Money bags. In combat, the player's movement speed is reduced by how much gold they possess. Oh, is that random?
A bold woman, this one. She did not collapse when the Empire did. No, she took up arms, organized her people, and vowed that in a country
The
where
wild card
death
update.
had gathered,
This card
she
has
would
different
be the
phases,
one
like
dealing
change
it.
the way the game plays. Ah. Interesting. Stronger counterattacks. Bandits have throwing weapons. Enemies move and attack faster and inflict more damage. Player moves and attacks faster in combat. That's kind of cool. This is a regular deck. And this is equipment. Okay, so this is where I can... This middle deck lets me kind of adjust the difficulty. Space per card. Okay, cool. I'm gonna go recommend again. I'd like to play more of the game, and as much as I like looking at the cards, like, I feel like I could spend the entire remaining 40 minutes doing that. We'll see more of the actual gameplay. Cool. And I'm assuming that recommend tends to grab some of the new stuff so that we can we can find out what it does.
The first of my symbols.
Oh, he throws a bunch of shit in there. I see. Deck's difficulty, I see.
I've added some cards to spice up the game.
Thanks, buddy.
In addition to the pain and gain decks, there are now blessings and curses. Choose your steps carefully.
Anthony Scordy. How do I know this guy? The voice actor for the narrator. Huh. Oh, he's in Diablo 3 and Mass Effect 3 and Skyrim and God of War. Most of them pretty mild roles, it looks like. I like him though. Babsarichu. Sure supplies. Alright. Haven't needed it so far, but definitely haven't needed health. Change the combat to reward the tighter play more.
How will you cross this time?
Yeah, I might try that for the next attempt. Attempt to cross the river. Come on, big money. Huge success. Da-da-da-da. I crossed the shit out of that river. Your light armor makes the crossing easy, and you even stop to dive for some shiny stones on the riverbed. I see. Yeah, it sounds very similar to Tony J. Yukipo. That's why I thought it might be at first.
Take the token. It is yours.
Mr. Lionel, give me that shield, buddy. I guess you do eventually learn what all the cards do. Oh, it doesn't necessarily give you a shield. Let's fit searches to the deck to find a shield. You mentioned that before. Landlocked lubber.
We play for a token now.
Welcome, traveler. Before I can treat you with our hospitality, I must ask you a very important question. Have you seen, heard, or God forbid, smelled a kraken? Never seen a kraken. Carlo, welcome to the Landlocked Lubber. Giving you some time to enjoy the warmth and sell bread, Carlo approaches you. I've heard rumors of boats going missing from the small village port Nullwich. No survivors, no witnesses. Nullwich port is run by bandits, thieves, and smugglers. There's no way to know what's really happening there. You have to look around and find out more. I would go, of course, but I have this place to look after. Huh. So I guess more would happen if I had the DLC there. I did not buy the DLC, no. It's the main game.
Were you hoping this was the end?
So I guess the armor that you had would
Another
modify the
flaw
river card
awaits.
if you started with heavy armor or encountered it with heavy armor.
You are close on her trail, and more confident than I had imagined. Perhaps you will play beyond this mark,
Helpful
and
priest.
we will see your
New
true
card.
mettle. This game is still only beginning. New rules, new tools, new abilities. We have far to go as yet.
Give him half my food. I'm not using it for anything else. Success or huge success? Come on, big money. Oh, I see. A few words in the language of the old religion. So I guess the card is there to give you a thing, but it's also there to like act as an in-game advertisement for the DLC. That's kind of cool. Draw a blessing card. Critical strike.
Blessings
Triple
will
damage.
remain always active and are never removed. Unless you die, of course.
That's pretty
Then you're
odd.
back where you began, as always.
Cool. So we want to start stunning dudes because of that.
Again, a token is at stake.
Minding your own business in a local warren, or tavern, excuse me, when suddenly 3 masked men burst through the doors, grab a young man from the bar, and manhandle him. Patron bursts out in protest, was quickly silenced by the solemn stares of all those around him. Leave them be, Garrett. This is time, and it must be done. Let's follow them. Confronted by a large group all wearing masks, leader speaks to you. Really would prefer that no outsider witness what we're about to do here. It looks like a godforsaken thing we do, but you have no idea of our trouble, so I'll ask you not to involve yourself. I will not ask twice. Crowd turns and drags away the young man, their torches burning a mournful light in the distance. Oh man, they're at a yawning portal. We're interrupting this shit. You burst forth from your hiding place and plead with the assembled crowd not to go through with whatever bizarre ritual they're engaged in, but you gain no support. This man is so adamant that one of our own should not be sent to the underworld, and perhaps he should go himself. You're seized by the crowd and pushed toward the portal. Try as you might, you're too strong for you and you cannot escape. Fall to the ground with only a gentle jolt. You find yourself in a forest that bears a most striking resemblance to where you just were, but with 2 very significant differences. The crowd is gone and the sky burns with red flames. Beautiful. Hey, foul hell beasts. 4 of hell. Cool. My somewhat minimal gear here. Map looks pretty cool too. Ooh, bummer. Oh shoot, I could learn some of their tells before I see the little icon. These guys have tons more health than I'm used to. There's a red one. Shit. Get him. Nice. There's that final hit. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I guess I just bought the game, so maybe it came with some free stuff. I just bought the main game, though I didn't buy any DLC with it. They're quite a bit buffer than like the regular bandits we were fighting before. Alright. Small amount of HP back after each fight. Shady Grove off the beaten trail, you find a traveling merchant looking to trade with wandering adventurers. Let's approach the shop. I don't know if it would just be available for anyone that has it sitting in their Steam library, or if I just got it because this is when I chose to buy it. Okay, well, there's the answer then. Heal wounds, $6. 15 health, $8. That seems reasonable for now. No curses, I'm good and everything else. Maybe I should have bought food. You spend 1 food per encounter or something like that. I'll see what happens when I actually run out of food. Everybody gets it, Acrolith? Gotcha. Rocks fall, everyone dies.
So
dodge those rocks. Oh god.
Assailant
Failure, failure, huge failure, and success. Outstanding. Ooh, that's a bummer. 2 pain cards. Lose 5 health.
Oh dear.
Lose 15 max health. Gross. I'm glad it happened in that order at least. Poor tidings. Lose 30% gold.
Every step you take consumes food, but you will also heal as you proceed.
Every step you take consumes food. I see it now. I'll have to buy more next time we can.
Noble causes turn to rotten enterprise. You may win this battle and send the Queen to her rightful end. Yet, what have you gained in the process? As you plunder the secrets of your memories,
It seems early to have found the Queen of Dust, but maybe
some
something
you
different.
wish you'd left untouched.
About to find out. To a dust. Cool. Right on. Getting a little. Shit. Ow. That's pretty rough, man. Ooh, things aren't going so well now. Should probably stop sucking here soon. That would be good. Can I destroy this thing? That would be swell. I totally can. Okay, good enough. Yikes. Oh, Jiminy Christmas. Oh, not out of the way in time. Yikes. Maybe it's not destroyable. Oh, it totally is destroyable, okay. I like the risk versus reward of like trying to keep your combo up as long as possible. And like the danger that entails if you run too much, you know? Yikes. This game is super pretty. Cool.
Inevitable, I suppose. So often those who beat plowshare to sword die by the grim instruments of their industry.
Stronger counterattacks.
Still, she fought well and bravely,
Starting gears and
which is
upgraded.
all I expect from my pawns
Bandits
and
and
slaves.
skellies are better. I see. Cool. Oh, I get it. Okay. Right on. I was wondering what those
You've
were on
earned
the side.
the first of the symbols of my power and passed the first gate. There is no turning back now. Previously I was merciful, but now I cannot be. It is begun. I crafted each of these
So that
scars
ends
over
the mission
course of
because we
years.
found her earlier.
You
I
have
see.
taken them from me in mere moments.
Ring of Survival. Okay. Smuggler's Wharf. Gain 15 health. Healer's Ring. Charity. Alright, we've seen that one before. Alicia in the Underworld. Okay, so there's more cards associated with the little Hellhound mission that we did. Jack of Plague. Asleep in the Forest. Field of Poppies. Battle of Brooktop. Fleet Cuffs. Armor of Cold. Huge Hammer. Sweet.
Come, play again. Do you have what it takes to defeat the rats?
Wasn't it designed for PS4 though? I've heard that like the PC Dark Souls 2 is actually pretty good, even though the port of Dark Souls 1 was pretty garbage actually. Jack of Plague, twice the fail. This is 5 gold for every fail and 10 gold for every huge failure. Swell. I just have access to this, right? Okay, so those aren't encounters. Let's see.
Ah, the rats. They have swarmed up from the dark places beneath the realms of humanity.
Alright, so I should be
and
able to
now
do the
squat
goblet,
amongst
right?
your cities and feast and shriek and hunt and writhe.
Oh, I see. This is unlocked by going to the Steam store. I might turn one of these on here. Easy mode, default mode, hard mode, I see.
You want to play on
We'll try
hard?
that.
Done.
Is the goblet thing, is that just something that's now true? Is it like a way to use cards to establish that the difficulty is ramping up as you play the game? So like the goblet's just always on now that I've unlocked it, if I'm understanding it correctly. We'll see how we do on hard mode. Jack of Plague. Oh, that's a really cute way to do it. I like games that can use their core mechanic to do things like increase the difficulty. So like you select a card to increase the difficulty, or you unlock a card that makes the existing enemies you've been fighting tougher, instead of just having it happen arbitrarily. I enjoy that. Sure, yeah. That's fun. Cursed luck. The difficulty of picking a successful chance card is increased.
Ha!
Great.
Let us see how you progress with that millstone around your neck.
Now when I start
of course,
with
you can
less
remove
health
your
too.
curses at shops if you can find them. Still, I'm keen to see how you handle your disadvantages.
Do my food and gold persist? And my health apparently, right? I thought that reset, or maybe that's just a result of me playing on hard mode.
A choice. Select your desire.
Yeah, it doesn't always work. I mean, it's effectively the same thing as just putting it as a menu, or like an option in the menu. But I like that they went to the trouble of making it fit into the game universe. Right? Just hard mode, okay. Toxic blood. Any hit on the player during combat has a chance of poisoning the attacker. I'd prefer if it was my attacks would cause poison, but...
Your provisions are running low. Can you press on?
We'll get our shield back. Every third combat, the player receives plus 20 health. Oh, that's not bad. I guess you have too much food at the beginning.
Let us take a
or way more than enough food, I should say. So I'm gonna run out of food and find out what happens when that occurs. Probably instead of recovering a health every turn, you lose some. Hey, Plaster Master. Oh, have you ever played Final Fantasy VI before? Is it a blind playthrough? Did you suplex the train? Recover yourself. Hidden in the Valley of the Hill Giants, there is a cave. Inside that cave lies what you seek.
Well done.
I see. So, like, when I find that card, it gives me a token that gives me another card that might show up in an additional level later on. So it's like doing a storyline over time, like the Kraken one. We just found out about the Kraken. We got a second card that we can use going forward now. Oh, beautiful Plaster. Man, what I wouldn't give to be able to play Final Fantasy VI blind again. Such a good game. It's a cool part,
it's better
too.
than trudging along a muddy road. Certainly.
Gonna hitch a ride. Yeah, again, that's another example of them using the cards in a clever way. Like, I don't know, it wouldn't work. It's obviously easiest to do with cards because cards are so easy to make into abstractions, but I'm trying to think of another game that does something similar with its core mechanic. Like, it makes hides the like difficulty choices behind something that's flavorful and in universe. Hey, Dev Gamer, I'm doing all right. How you doing? Happy Monday.
Each of these cards is crafted from your memories and built from your experience.
FF6 is my favorite Final Fantasy.
But only in the abstract.
You're starting
it is
very
the
high.
Importance you place on
the other ones are still quite good, but I think 6 is the best.
The deeper you go, the greater the risk of starvation.
Twisted Canyon. See a weapon glitching in the sunlight? Yes. Let's get the weapon. Hope we don't screw it up. Cool, good to hear. Played Hand of Fate before? Alright. Didn't get hosed. Yeah, Yukiko, I have a friend who's like intentionally waiting as long as possible to play Shadow of the Colossus again so they can forget as much as they can about the game and like simulate a blind playthrough. Paying attention. Press the left bumper to unleash a force explosion.
Are you sure that's the right approach?
Yes, absolutely. Oh, I lose 10 health per step. That's pretty bad. Okay, maybe don't give away all my food next time.
That's what makes them a mob, really.
Ooh, awesome, Moose Friend. You gonna play him? I don't get any food. Let's try to avoid the crowd. Get him, somebody cries. Run. Half success, half failure. That's a bummer.
Food
Dealer draws you
crucial for
5 pain cards.
If you travel without food, your strength will not be restored between
Thanks, dude.
encounters.
Yep,
You'll
I
also
gotcha.
begin to starve.
Yikes.
It seems you'll learn that soon enough, though.
Yeah, no, I'm about to die. Oh, yikes. Ow. Oh, geez. Oh, gosh. Eek. Oh, I see. That's cool. Try going this way. See what happens. Another angry mob.
Once
Oh,
the
God.
ratmen begin to creep towards the edge of the town, anger follows shortly behind.
Running, running, running. That's a bummer. That's a bummer, man. Losing equipment. Oh, my big heavy hammer. Do I have to like punch people in the face now? Oh, I lost my shield too. Oh, this is bad. Learned my lesson. I was like, oh, it can't do that big of a deal if you lose food. Right? I don't think I have any money to buy food. Yeah, right. RNGesus giveth, RNGesus taketh away.
A chance to buy more food. You must be relieved.
That's a bummer. Yes, I am relieved, you dick. $4 for 1 food, and that's all I can afford. I can see if there's anything I can sell. I don't think so, though. Yeah, this is all I got. Nope. Nope. That's all. Oh, that's a bummer, Plaster. Yeah. Oh, okay. Let's see here. Retracing our
Bandits,
steps. I
eh?
almost just let myself
Make an enemy of one.
die
and you've
here
made
because I
an
don't have enough
enemy of
food.
all.
I'm gonna die
One
just from the
can't help
menu
but
before I get out of here. I
admire
guess I'll practice the
single
combat for fun. Yeah, now I've learned my lesson. Well, I didn't know what happened if I didn't have any food. I needed to find out. Oh, that's quite a bit faster. Oh, does hard mode not give you the indicators anymore? I think I missed that. No shit. I can still dodge that though next time. Oh, I don't have a shield, that's why I don't have one. That's right, I lost it. Then why can't I counterattack anymore? You can't counterattack because you don't have a shield. That's a bummer, man. Oh, driven through. Yikes. Yikes. Yep. Oh, geez. Oh, gosh. Oh, darn.
And so the game takes another life. Do not worry, though. You may try again.
Oh, I get to keep my tokens. That's
Death
nice.
in the home of plague.
Warning signs. Yeah, let's try that
Once
again.
more, the cards will be dealt.
We're
and
playing
fate
Hand
will
of
be
Fate for about another
decided.
18 minutes before we wrap up sub-block for today, where we play games recommended by subscribers on Patreon. Today, in addition to Serp, Kami, and Kevin, Flarewing was actually also drawn today for sub-block, but he offered to give up his time. So the other people who got drawn get a few extra
You face
minutes.
one
So
of
we
the
ended up playing each
fiercest
game
of
for
the
80 minutes
Ratmen.
instead of the usual 60 minutes.
I would wish you luck.
Thank you to all the subs. All the games
But
today have been
play
really,
with
really
fate.
cool. I enjoy all of them. I would be happy to see them if you guys end up getting game slots added into the voting
What brings you
spreadsheet.
to play the game?
Darkest Dungeon, I think, is
I
probably
know
going to be
you
more
will not
appropriate
tell
for
me,
like a Wednesday free
like
play
all the
thing, but I
rest,
wouldn't be surprised if
you
it
are
comes back on a
silent.
future Wednesday. Morning sign. Yeah, it's too bad you know about the final boss fight in 6, but I feel like that's almost unavoidable. It's like trying to introduce somebody to Star Wars and having them not know that Darth Vader is Luke Skywalker's father. You can't get away from it. And if you had gotten away with it, I just spoiled it for you, so sorry. I got what you need.
You might think the world of the cards is grim. Yet, even in the darkness,
I need more food.
there is light to be
Learned my
found.
lesson about food. Help the priests.
Priests, gods, and eternal damnation.
Sorry, dude.
I have no truck with any of it.
Don't need the help of the gods. Oh, is that there's chance involved there behind the scenes? Ah, I wonder why it puts it in my deck when I pick recommended. That's a bummer. And we're gonna go with food on hard mode. Hooray! Well, I didn't realize that he would take your shield. I thought that he just always gave you equipment when you selected that option. Didn't realize it was a random thing. A train suplex is just a silly thing that you're able to suplex it, and they actually did an animation for it. Take the forest path.
Did you expect me to tell your fortune? No. A fortune teller is at their most base and despicable when they begin to believe their own lies.
The blitz commands do definitely work. They're a little
I am different. My powers are genuine.
they're a little what's the word? Precise or not? No. So okay, here's the deal. Blitz commands, if they have a diagonal, actually accept either input. So if it's like forward back or forward down, you can either press down or forward, but you don't have to press both. And if you press both, it might take it as 2 inputs and screw you up. So take that into account when you're entering blitz commands. That's probably where you're getting in trouble if you're like you probably won't ever fail something like Pummel where there are no diagonals, but the diagonal abilities you can either press down or right or up or right or whatever. Alright. Medium armor, ring of survival, Frostfang. I already have a pretty good weapon. Wish he sold the shield. Don't really need the ring of survival. Buy some food. Learned my lesson. Saw what happened.
I'm sure you are grateful for that.
Oh, yeah. That could get in the way too, Plaster. Remember, I was stuck on the very first fight where you're forced to use a blitz forever as a kid. I just didn't understand the mechanic. I was a stupid child.
Though I admire his ilk, I live by very different rules.
Choose your foe. Let's do 3 dust. Right. Very nice. Oops. Oh, it's just reminding me. Oh, it's because I have this new ability now. Yeah, let's try that. Ouch. Yeah, it's a little bit tighter now, like the timing to counter is appreciated.
I always admire a man who can turn an enemy's force against them.
Got it. Nice. Yeah. Here, you cucumber. Later, Kevin. Yeah, me too. See you then. Good luck with class. Thanks for sharing Darkest Dungeon. Fun game. Probably the only circumstance under which I would have played it would have been Subblock.
Caution,
Armor
adventurer.
cold.
This armor pulls energy from the world around you.
Oh, nearby enemies are chilled. I like it. It's probably heavier than my current armor, but I'll give it a shot. No, it is not. Tomorrow we're just gonna play it from like noon Pacific until I can't bear it anymore. I should be able to get to. I'm very confident that I'm gonna be able to get to one of the two endings tomorrow, no problem. Getting to the true ending is gonna be a different story. We'll see. But at least if I get to the other ending, that is the big twist that I'm worried about. So, for Bravely Second.
Spirits roaming the darkness.
Oh, defense light.
Cool. Boundaries are weak.
So it's just a flat upgrade over the old light armor. Yeah, gotcha, Acrolith. Sleeping in the forest, you're jostled awake by a voice calling your name. You see a vaguely human-shaped ghost rushing toward you. You're quick to your feet, weapon already in hand. The ghost stops abruptly, hand signaling means no harm. You forget me already? Has this place already corrupted you so? Shouldn't be here. I fear his servant, the capital H. Already know where I am. For a brief moment, the ghost's pale eyes feel achingly familiar. Please come home soon. Yes, exactly, Chaos. We'll talk about it soon enough. That's not soon enough. And I got the token. Very nice. Later, Ghost. Yeah, I like it better too, Plaster. It makes more sense. It's also the one that I did naturally when I played through the game. But I don't think it's the one that carries over into Bravely Second. So.
And our goals wind with them. My voice and these words draw us closer to the inevitable conclusion. 2 a dust, 3 a dust.
How dare you threaten me? I'm giving you all my gold. I have like 20 gold. I need that money to spend on food, apparently. I like that they're pretty forgiving about like action queuing. And that if you like were already tapping the attack button and then you see an opportunity to counter, you can press counter and it doesn't like punish you for having just hit attack. That's the thing that Dark Souls would do, where you were tapping attack, that's it, you're not going to be countering. I really do like the combat in this game. This game's pretty sweet on the whole. Two game cards. Hey, Elmo.
I'm impressed. Few select these sorts of weapons because nobody ever anticipates being in peril. Such misplaced confidence is usually their downfall.
Technically weaker sometimes. Still does holy though. I don't lose. Well, I am playing on hard, so maybe I'll take the bonus damage for being low. Hey, 15 health. Very nice. Hey, 6 gun. Screw him. Gonna hitch your ride.
Companion. I'm sure you'll leave this one in time. You do not seem to have the temperament for friends, even in the animal
temperament for friends. The White Council.
I will happily wager on the outcome. I do not think you have what it takes.
Village known as Lesser Dimsgate. The locals are gathered at a shabby-looking inn. Something must be done, shouts a voice. We took all our gold and food. Will nobody stand up to them? They went that way not an hour ago. Usually catch up with a band of ruffians. They seem overly confident and are in no rush. Alright. 4 of dust, yikes. Yeah, what's Groovin' 6 gun?
Now we begin to raise the stakes. The arena itself will fight against you. Beware of my traps.
Punch him in the face a whole bunch. There we go. Nice. He kind of looks like the merchant from Resident Evil 4. Different voice though. Sounds more like Tony J. They work for the White Council. So now we get another card after we beat this that's going to progress the White Council storyline. Cat cam is working, but there is no cat sitting on the couch at the moment. So I'll let you know when they come back. They were there a little bit earlier.
Right. Meet the Jack again.
Oh, Jack and the Queen.
Done before? Oh,
I didn't think I would fight them again.
shuffled back into the deck to rise again to the top. As are we all.
I'm gonna get regular noobs back too. Oh, Queen of Dust is not screwing around. Holy shit, she gets on this like combo tick. Oh, yikes. Things not looking too hot here. Ooh. No! Don't let her go all combo crazy on you. I'm gonna be GG real quick. There goes my counter. Oh, she can like change her trajectory while she's doing that. That's good to know. Yikes! Running, running, running. Alright, Jack's down. Yikes. Oh, this thing counts as an enemy for the purposes of the battle ending? That's interesting. Wouldn't have expected that. Get the final combat, final strike against the big, I'm not too worried about the cat cam etiquette, like, whatever, it's my ugly mug. But we'll keep an eye on it if anybody is, like, crazy abusing it. If you really, like, want to check it out. Empty couch cam! Holy crap. But I'll speak up in chat if I see them on the couch. That was pretty rough. Call for the priest, yes please. Oh, you can move back and forth between cards to get health back? That's interesting. Basically a way to use excess food. That's nice to know. So we could do heal wounds, my blessings. It's all pretty expensive though. There's all my money. I could sell some stuff. I can use the axe. Or the huge hammer. Do another round healing. Alright,
More health to work with. Much good mate, do you?
Indeed. So the cats were in here earlier, wrestling on the couch. They're more and more likely to be in here the closer it is to when they usually get fed, which is around 6 o'clock Pacific.
This token will unlock more cards if you can defeat this encounter.
Enter the Crucible. Choose your opponent wisely. I'm betting on you. Alright, we're gonna go with... I haven't fought these plague ones before. I'm gonna fight the skulls simply because I have the hammer that does more damage to them. Significantly more damage to them actually than yours. Okay. Sounds good. That'll be good for switching to Pillars of Eternity and Shedmay, which we're going to try to beat tonight. I'll do it again. We started about 3 or 4 minutes after, so okay, we're running slightly late, depending. or gold gain cards, and I get the tokens. Don't really need any of this gold, but that's fine.
I'm sure you're grateful for that. Your prize.
Yeah, you get so much extra damage for having a hammer against those things.
One more step down, and we may see the end of this, or another set of stairs.
That's quite a few cards. I don't think we'll be able to get through those on time, but then
Hear
we'll
the
be
way
safe
his
for the next
claws
time we play it.
scratch the tiles.
Let's see. Really cool game. Excellent choice, Serps. Yeah, so thanks again to everybody who subscribed on Patreon and recommended titles today. Flarewing for giving up your time to the other folks. We got to play Hand of Fate from Serpent, Darkest Dungeon from Kevin, and Red Steel 2 from Kami. I'll be back in a couple minutes. I'll throw the sub-hype song to thank our subscribers on Patreon in general for making this stream happen. And we'll be back to wrap up Pillars of Eternity. See you guys shortly.